Hello, I'm Darry Stuart from LiuGong North America. In front of me we have the 913 FCR. 9 means excavator, 13 means 13 metric ton. F means the series, it's the F series. CR means close radius. Okay, let's move over to the bucket. Once we get to the business end of the excavator, we got a heavy duty bucket, bolt-on side cutters, teeth that are easily to be changed out, self-sharpening. Bucket is 40 inches wide, cutter to cutter. Okay, again, heavy duty bucket, think side plates. We have the wear plates that are mounted to the bottom of the bucket, again, to protect the shell of the bucket. Okay, this machine as an option comes with a Miller LiuGong coupler. Okay, it's installed at the factory. Again, this is an option. Again, this is one of the best couplers in the industry. Okay, we also have localized grease points for the operator, so we can get to all the lubrication points very easily during his daily walk around. Again, the machine comes standard with quick coupler lines on the stick. The machine also comes on the 913 and 915 FCR. The machine comes with all the auxiliaries standard. So you got your auxiliaries for aux 1 and aux 2. Aux 2 is for a rotation kit. Again, the 913 and 915 come standard with that at this time. Other machines that we make could be an option. If we follow this up, you will notice that we have nice casting pieces for structural design. We also have hoses that are steel braided. Most of our hoses are made by Continental. Okay, it's very good hose. They're all protected, they're all wrapped. We also come back up, we have grease fittings again for ease operation for an operator. Castings come back to the other end of the side of the boom. Again, we have LED lights on the boom. And now let's take a look at the blade. So the blade covers the full track width of the machine. Okay, it's high, it's boxed, it's been brought out farther up, so when you're working with the bucket and the blade, you can actually carry material into the blade so you can fill the bucket with ease. Okay, if you look at this design, it's very well engineered. It's got a lot of stability. It's strong box sections. It's got big cylinders. It's well protected. It's something that could help an operator during his normal work day do many things, backfilling, dozing. This is really a very versatile machine. Okay, we also have, again, grease points that are very easy for the operator to get to, one on each cylinder. Okay, we also have another 2 more grease points for the bearing on the 913 FCR. Okay, also I want to point out this, we have the ROP certification for the cab, and we also have the serial number plate that identifies the machine. Again, if you look at the machine overall, the business end of the machine is very well done, very well put together. If we look at all the lines and how they're all run, they're all nice and streamlined. We have shut-off valves, we have case drain lines. We get everything that you need to focus on anybody's attachment needs in the field. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the engine compartment. Climbing up, we have this nice hand railing. Again, if you need to tie off, please tie off. Please follow job site safety conditions. Right here, we have a locking fuel cap. Again, this is a poly tank, so you don't have to worry about rust. You don't have to worry about any type of moisture or contamination. Okay, we have our camera on the right-hand side. Come over here, we have a cover panel, which covers our hydraulic tank. Again, if you remove these, you can get to the filter, but inside here is a small filter, breathable filter, and also a button that you can release the air out of the tank. If you need to do work on the machine after hours, you need to relieve the pressure out of the tank. If we come over into here, below this cover plate is our Kawasaki swing case and of course our valve block. Here is our fill point. Yes, you got to remove the cover to check the level in the swing case, but again, we're dealing with a close radius machine, so everything is going to be a little bit more compact Everything's going to be a little bit tighter. That's expected. We're not going to have all the accessibility that we have with one of our other F-Series. You will also notice, again, all the lines are very, very well protected from damage. We also have our central lubrication lines, so you can grease from this point and grease all the way out to the end of the stick. Okay, again, we got good visibility from the cab. If we wanted to come into the engine compartment area, we open up this door. Here we have a Stage 5, a Tier 4 Stage 5 Cummins engine. This engine is going to give you more torque, more horsepower. Okay, it's going to burn less fuel, so it's more fuel efficient. It will go through a little bit more DEF fluid. However, the Stage 5 meets the European emissions spec. Okay, that's not yet required in North America, but we've gone to that next level to make sure that we meet and exceed emission regulations. Again, we have our, if we wanted to check our coolant, we have our coolant fill point here. However, draining and topping off, definitely the topping off is down below. We have a top off container down below. On this engine, we also have our fill point for the engine here. We have a dipstick that is in the pump room. I will show you that in a minute. We have a serpentine belt with a direct drive fan. Again, we're using an aluminum cooler, wide core. Again, yes, it is tight, but again, that's what you get with a compact radius machine. So again, we have another sturdy door. Okay, it's well built. It's got a stand. Now let's take a look at the top of the cab a little bit while we're up here. Here we have our rotating beacon light, LED. Okay, we also have our light bar structure. We have lights on the front. You can have the option to have lights on the rear if you choose to do so. And on this machine, you can purchase from us, or it is an option, to get your front guard and your top guard, depending on what you're doing for work. If you're working in forestry, if you're working in demolition, you might require that. Okay, let's take a look at let's open up our compartment door here on the right-hand side. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at some of the business. We got our Kawasaki valve lock, premium brand, #1 in its class. Okay, we've used that in all of our LiuGong machines. We got our DEF tank, easy, accessible. We got our solenoid bank for all of our controls. We got our DEF pump. We got our pilot filter. We got our pilot accumulator. So if the key is off, you can drop the boom and stick and bucket down to the ground safely without starting the engine up. Again, yes, I understand it's tight, but again, it's a close radius machine, so things are going to be tight. So you got to work with what the market demands. Again, we're using Yokohama hoses. We're using a good quality hose. Yes, it's a little tight, but you still have a lot of room to move around and get in to do things. So take that into consideration. Very, very good machine. Over here, we also have our lube points. Okay, our lube points for the whole entire machine is right here. Again, this is something that an operator or a maintenance technician should look at, just to make sure that he's doing all the proper maintenance. Again, a good solid steel structure door. We come around here, let's take a look at the pump room. We open up this door with this latch. In here we have, again, a premium Kawasaki pump, 2 pumps in tandem, great quality. Okay, up on top, you have your rotation pump. This is what's going to handle a shear with rotation. Okay, this at this moment is standard on the 913 and 915. It is an option on some other machines that we bring in. You can get this on most of the F models without any problem. Again, it's an option that can be added. This is a very, very nice feature to have, especially if you're doing demolition or you're working in some type of multi-processing of material. Okay, we have your Cummins engine controller here, your ECM. Very nice, easy, accessible. Okay, everything is well protected for the heat. We have your primary and your secondary fuel filter for the Cummins. We also have your engine oil filter. Again, this is all, even though it's a compact machine, everything is right here. Everything is easy for the technician. We also have your oil check is right here. If you walk around on this, I want to point out a couple things. Right-hand side camera, rear camera. Okay, again, close radius machine, so the collarway is tucked in. The swing of the machine will stay within the tracks. Okay, if we open up this left-hand side door, here in this compartment, we have our AC coolers, we got our air-to-air coolers, we got our fuel cooler, we got our hydraulic and our radiator cooler. We got our master switch on and off. Again, when you go to shut this machine off, you have to wait, I believe it's 10 seconds for the light to go off. So once you shut the machine down, this light will stay on, wait 10 seconds, then you can shut the master off. If you shut the master off, we do also have a lockout tagout if you need to do that. Coolant, this is where you would check your coolant and fill.
Tell you what, why don't we take it to at the top of opening up the door again?
Yeah.
That light is going to be about a minute.
Is it going to be about a minute?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you still rolling?
Yep. I'll just.
So you want me to do this again?
Yeah. Just go to where you're opening up the door. I'll just graft it all together. Give me 3 seconds to start. Count down from 3 and then just go.
Left-hand side door. When we open up this compartment, this is where all of our cooling is going on. So you have your hydraulic cooler, your radiator cooler, your air cooler, your air conditioning condenser, your fuel cooler. You also have a screen in this compartment that stops any debris from getting into the wide core radiators. Inside here, you got your batteries. So you have it's easy to jump start if you need to. It's easy to do maintenance on the batteries. You also have a washer fluid bottle in here. You also have your checkpoint and top off for your coolant. Okay. Also, when you shut the machine down, you'll have a little LED light that comes on. This little LED light will probably stay on for about a minute. Once that LED light goes off, then you can switch the master switch off. What that's doing is that is taking back all the extra DEF fluid that's in the system, and it's recycling it back into the tank. In cold climates, you don't want that DEF fluid sitting in those lines overnight for the potential of freezing. You also have a lockout tagout master switch if your job site requires you to do that. You have your air cleaner for your Cummins. Again, today, gentlemen and ladies, we're not blowing out air cleaners anymore. We are taking these out, we're discarding them, we're cleaning the filter housing, we're reinstalling a new air cleaner. We do not blow out air cleaners anymore. That is a thing of the past. You also have an indicator in the cab. I would recommend not touching the air cleaner until the system tells you that it needs to be changed. You're gonna do more harm than good. Okay, again, an operator should be burping the dust and debris out of the air cleaner, if not daily, if not weekly. Okay. Over here on the cab, if we unlock this door, we have your cab filter. This is where all the air is coming in, being filtered for the cab. Again, this has to do with following, keeping the dust levels down in the cab to make it a safe work environment. Come back around to the cab. We have a nice little compartment that you can put a grease gun in. You can put some tools in. There's different little things that you can put in here. Again, just another little small access point for an operator. So, let's talk about our undercarriage. We talked about the blade system. Now let's talk about, we got an undercarriage that is very, very robust. The pins and bushings are 20% increase. So the idlers, the rollers, all that's been increased. So you have life longevity. It takes the weight of the machine. It handles the environment and the pounding that a construction machine is going to go through during its life. Let's look at the final drive from Netesco. Okay, we got a Netesco final drive with a travel motor. World-class brand, used by a lot of different people. We have chosen to go with a great supplier for our undercarriage, for our final drives and travel motors. If we look at this undercarriage, this is a 24-inch track pad. We do have other options that we can provide to you at LiuGong. We have increased the undercarriage, meaning the idlers, the track rollers, the upper rollers, by 20%. 20%, that's going to give you more longevity, going to give you increased life, it's going to give you'll have less downtime. The undercarriage is a robust undercarriage that you don't get with other brands. Again, and this is also a hydraulic, this is also a grease-filled front idler, so you can adjust the tension via grease, which is right in here. You can adjust it, you can increase it to fit your job site conditions. Again, we offer a 24-inch shoe on this machine, a triple grouser machine. There are other options that you can get, whether it's narrower or maybe even a little bit wider. This is what we've chosen to go with. This is the best of both worlds. For hauling, transportation, you're basically legal. So that concludes our walk around with the 913 FCR. When we come over here to the final drive, we have Nabisco final drives and travel motors. Again, world-class brand.
You want to say Nabtesco?